Today we're blowing the dust off of the Beemer. It's been neglected. I've only been out once this year, so got me some new equipment. I upgraded to a Hero 10. I got the mod pack for that, so I can do my helmet vlogging and all that. I'm just going to ride around a little bit and see how this thing works, see if it works any better than the Hero 8 that I've been using. Hopefully it will. You know, sometimes I think it's the YouTube upload that robs me of my quality. But needless to say, she ain't been ridden a long time. Gotta blow the dust off of her. Yeah, she's pretty quick. She's not like the inline 4-cylinders, but it's a Boxster 2-cylinder 1105 cc. It's got about 9,062 miles on it. I've had it for about 3 years, 4 years maybe 5, I don't know, something like that. I don't know, doesn't matter. But yeah, she ain't been getting rid since I bought that Harley at all, so kinda feeling a little bad about that. But it sits in the garage, and it's you know, it's got the kickstand on it that or the whatever you call it, the center stand on it, and it just balances. The wheels don't even touch the ground. I keep it hooked up, but I wipe the dust off of her and so let's get her out. It's a good thing I did, because she didn't really feel like starting, so hopefully she won't strand me out here. I think I'm going to stop out Buckeye Lake and get some gas, top her off, keep a full gas tank if I can when they sit, because more than likely this is going to be a kind of what do you call it, an occasional rider now instead of a weekender. The Harley definitely more comfortable to ride, especially with that backrest on. The chain, you know, this is a forward sitting positions and all. You kind of lean forward a little bit to ride it. And it's got a big ass gas. That's the funniest thing about it. And this thing has, like, if I'm not mistaken, it has a 6.4 gallon gas tank, which is a gallon, almost a gallon and a half more than my Harley does. And you know, this thing will go for a ways without getting gas. I mean, really, if you pay attention to that kind of stuff, I think I'm gonna have to get by this guy if I can. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference between a Beemer and a Harley. No hesitation. You don't have to ride like a wild man. But when you give this mamacita the gas, it goes. It'll go too. It will go. Sweet corn. Sweet corn. I wonder why that thing is doing that. I damn near forgot how to ride this thing. It's been so long. Jeez, it greasy. One thing it doesn't have that the Harley does is self-canceling turn signals, so I had to reteach myself how to do that. Oh, that's what's wrong with it. That's my fault. Dumbass. Push, push, push. That's how you cancel the turn signals, right there. But yeah, everything appears to be running well. Just gotta watch your speed on this thing. turn around and be doing 90 miles an hour before you know what hits you. But yeah, we're gonna go take my favorite day trip, my little day ride, I should call it, little afternoon. I needed to get out of the house for a little bit. The garden's doing great. Just been getting a bunch of tomatoes out. And strawberries have been coming in for a second round, and some of the most delicious strawberries I've put in my mouth in probably 20, 30 years. Real good stuff. Real happy with that. Somebody's having a party. I seen a sweet corn sign back there, and I'm gonna have to come back on the Harley and see if I can find where that is. I always try to hit up some sweet corn people if I can. The only problem out here is knowing where to go. It's like, because right now, the white sweet, Silver Queen, you can, if you know where to go, there's people out here that got Silver Queen, and there's no substitute for that. I mean, I've had some really good sweet corn this year, but there's nothing better than a big ass ear of Silver Queen sweet corn. It's good stuff. Yeah, this thing, it wants to go. It wants to go, baby. Anyhow, I'm glad I finally got off my ass. We took that ride. We took that ride down south. Me and Eric did, and we were out for. Well, I was out for over 6 hours, so he was out for 7. And I just had enough for a little while. Didn't ride for a couple weeks. You go in them long rides like that, I mean, I understand people, it's like, you know, that's all they do, and they might once a month, sorry, once a month go on a big long cruise, and, you know, they do that once a month, and they'll, you know, they'll put 200-300 miles, 200-300 miles on a one single trip. And, you know, it's like today I'll ride out, and it's, you know, it might be 60 miles, you know, but, you know, it had to take me riding once a week. I'd still be riding less than them, you know, you think about it, do the math. But I can't, unfortunately, I'm a little bit too big to be riding this Beemer down that far, because I surely would have loved to have hit that triple nickel on this Beemer. I mean, Eric would have been lost in the tailpipe cam somewhere, but he don't care. He was laughing at me. He says, you know, if when you pulled ahead of me there, if you would have went off, I wouldn't even have been able to find you. I said, yeah, you would have. Just look for the big white and blue scrape mark going towards any tree, and I'll be on the other side of it. But yeah, we didn't have any mishaps. I mean, the only mishap we had is, you know, I ran out of battery and missed the part where I actually got to do some good riding through the turns. Saw a little bit of it, but for the most part, it was rather, you know, just following, and you know, that's like, you know, that's all right. But after I got in front and then got around that guy on the red Harley, I got off on it for a little while. I had a good 20 minutes before I let Eric take the lead again, and I apologize for not having some of that footage, because that was that daggone Harley will go through the turns. It really will. I mean, I've got brand new tires on it, and you know, it's just like this. These tires got, you know, maybe 3,000 miles on them or something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe more than that, I guess. I don't know. It's possible, but for the most part, yeah, this thing is fussing a little bit. It ain't like the fact that it ain't been ridden. fucking, I'm gonna have to get after her a little bit here, get her cleaned up. She'll be alright by the time we get back. You know, the problem with this bike is, like I said, it sits you in a position that your back will start to hurt after a while. And because of where my feet are back behind me, it's not real comfortable for long periods of time. I mean, I can lean back like this and kind of sit upright and all that, but it's like, you know, if you try to sit regular upright, it's like, you know, your arms are fully extended, and it's not made for it. You know, this is basically this is like the kind of bikes that a lot of the police departments use over in Germany. I mean, they used to. I mean, I don't know what if they're doing the double R or whatever, you know. But I've seen them, you know, basically dressed up like police bikes before. But you know, they're light and they're nimble, and you know, we got some snakes going. I felt that. It's gonna be one of them snaky days. Be careful. Keep checking to see if my turn signal ain't lit up. After a while, you get tired of it. Just go ahead and hit your hazard lights and ride with your hazard lights on. You can't seem to turn any of the other ones off. All right, let's just go. Bikers out today, getting them an ice cream cone or a hot dog or whatever. You know what? It's almost sweet corn festival time. As a matter of fact, it's Labor Day weekend, so yeah, it's coming up. 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks should be here. This was Millersport. If you guys didn't see the sign, Millersport we've seen it before. There's the old high school. Now it's the elementary school. Back behind that is the fairgrounds and where they hold the Sweet Corn Festival at. Back over in there. I got a coupon in the mail for free entry into the Sweet Corn Festival. And it says free entry into the Sweet Corn Festival, $10 parking. And I'm like, you bastards, you just keep it. I don't like being around a bunch of people. Number one, you know, in situations like that, it's not my thing. I mean, I will go around for a concert or something like that. You know, that's about as far as I'll go. I would probably, if I had the opportunity, I would probably go to a rock and roll concert, or I would go to a OSU football game, or the Browns or Bengals or something like that, because I do live in Ohio, so that'd be the only 2 closest ones. So I could go watch the Steelers, I guess, but I hate the Steelers, so I wouldn't go there unless they were playing the Browns, and the Browns were good. Unfortunately, and that doesn't happen an awful lot. So anyhow, we're on 204, if I didn't say that before. So we got road snakes, and it's hot, so we'll see how much they're going to give on us. And yeah, I do ride a little bit faster on this motorcycle, but I also can slow down a little faster and everything else. But anyhow, hopefully we always walk away from them. Hopefully we'll keep our streak going. I ain't been able to handlebars in 40 years. 39, I guess it would be. And that was my own fault. Just trying to do a reverse wheel stand on a Seika Turbo. Not a good idea. Yeah! Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Not today, motherfucker. You got the wrong motorcycle for that. dealing with it today. Anyhow, it's the big S turn. Trying to be careful just in case these snakes are a little loose. Not feeling real bad. Not feeling real bad. Let's try stopping. Let's try stopping. There we go. Yeah. This thing don't want to idle today. Whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get gas. I hope she'll start. It's a nice little hidden area. I guess it's not real hidden. There's all kind of people that live out here, but needless to say, you know, that's the one benefit I will say about going out in the boonies. You don't get locked in behind people. I mean, it's real easy here. There's boat ramps most of the way around here. I'm not sure what's down through here. I think there might be one. But yeah, man, freaking elbow. 10 to 9, baby. The gift that keeps on giving. Can't remember the turn signal's off. Oh well. Never said I was the best. Just said I tried hard. Yeah, this thing is not wanting idle. It is not wanting idle. Let's see. You had good luck. We filled her up. This thing gets about 50 miles to the gallon. So theoretically, it should do the better part of 350 miles before you need to fill up, which pretty good. I mean, this you know, if this bike was a little more comfortable to ride, it would be a hell of a motorcycle for long trips. When I first got it, because all the hardware is attached to it in the rear, but these bikes most commonly had like detachable luggage, you know, detachable luggage racks, and you know, you could haul whatever, you know, you could strap stuff down to it, and you know, between that and trying to find a sissy bar, it's like, you know, it's unheard of, I guess, for whatever reason. I don't know why. I mean, Beemer thing or whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but it's I couldn't find them. The bike was too old. I mean, this is a I think this is the same year as my Harley. It's a 2002, I think. And when I bought it off some dude up in Polaris area, rich dude, getting ready to move to Florida and retire, I guess. And he'd had this thing for, I don't know, whatever it was. I want to say 16, 17 years. The thing only had 3,300 miles on it. It was freaking brand new. I mean, you know, practically brand new, and it pretty much is now. I mean, it's 9,077 miles on it. You know, my Harley's got 22 something on it. Cause I rode that daggone thing. I had 20,000 on it when I got it, and I put since last December I put over 2,000 miles on it. So it's been getting some love. I mean, Eric has helped that out a whole lot. He's been challenging me on these long rides, and I had a ball. It's been probably the best summer of riding that I've ever had. Because you know, usually if I would go somewhere on a long trip or something, you know, my buddy Aaron, he had family down in West Virginia and down there in Kentucky. He had some land. We rode Harleys down there. We rode Harleys down to Kentucky one time, and then we rode. I had a Suzuki Madura V-twin water-cooled 4-cylinder, and we rode all the way to West Virginia to see his granny one time, and got caught in one hell of a rainstorm coming out of Portsmouth. And we, you know, it's a good 3-hour ride down there, probably, you know, with stops and all. But I was sunburned to beat all hell, and we got caught in a rainstorm. We were coming back up 23 north from the river, and got caught in a hell of a rainstorm. And Aaron was like, he didn't let off throttle one ever loving bit. He had a Honda Shadow, one of the bigger ones, 1100 or whatever. I don't know what it was, 1100 I think. Can't remember what the big shadows were. But and I couldn't see. I didn't have a helmet on. Well, they didn't have a helmet on, because I mean, we had one. I had them on in West Virginia, because they got helmet laws down there. But took it off after we got to Ohio, because it was just so hot. And I got the crap beat out of me, and because I was sunburned. I got a sunburn going down, and then coming back, it was like, it was on, man. It just beat me to death, because you know, there was them big raindrops, you know, the big ones. That just beat the crap out of you. But yeah, we're out here, where the rich people live, condos. My aunt and uncle live out there on the other side of the lake. Pretty nice place out there. Got them, you know, I got them a nice little lake house. Pretty cool. I've been there. Only been there a couple times, but it's cool. They got a big family. Bunch of boys, and 3 boys, a bunch of grandkids. They get out there and they have at it. It's a great life, man. I'll tell you, I loved when I had my boat going. We were out here every weekend for the better part of 10 years, and unfortunately then things got ugly, Big Bear, and my life had to change, and I went back to living like a pauper for about 12 years, which wasn't good. Here we are. This is Thornport. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna head for. I'll tell you one thing also about this bike is the balance point is higher the center of gravity, I guess is a better way to put it. The center of gravity is higher on this bike. You can look and see, it's like the Harley's motors, like it's just lower. You know, this bike sits a little higher. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Hey, there you go. I remember to turn it off that time. Did I get it? Yeah, I did. Alright, yeah. We're doing better. Definitely gonna have to ride this thing more. Get myself killed not knowing the damn controls. That ain't good. We're gonna get into the sun now, see how this thing chokes down. Look at that, boys. There's three of my brothers right here. Those all look like Harleys. Those all look like Harleys. See, Muncie was out here. Muncie and Nick were out here riding on their Indians and a herd of Indians. Well, we got some fresh gas in her. And this thing, it's a nice bike, dude. It's a nice bike. It really is. I'm happy to have them both. But cannot deny the fact that the Harley is, like I told you when I first got it, it's the motor home of motorcycles. It's super nice. Sits like a recliner, and my sheepskin's removable, so I wear the sheepskin on this thing too. If you know, I can almost go as long on this as the Harley, but it's just not as comfortable. It's not as comfortable. I like being able to sit back in that backrest and kind of lean back and all. Alright, here we are, Thornville. That was Thornport, this is Thornville. We'll see. This is like the perfect ride from my house. It's got 4 or 5 sets of twisties on it, and that's now not to do it, boys. I heard my phone go off in there, and it sounds like it's still tracking my walk. It's like I've got the most bogus Samsung walking tabulator for my workouts with the dogs and stuff. It's like I've got probably 50 bogus miles on there by now from forgetting to turn it off. I might have to revisit that. I got to come out here and find out where the sweet corn is. That's kind of, I drove all the way out. I took the car and drove all the way out to Utica about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. I was thinking wrong. Look at this, they're getting ready to, this is going to be nice when they get it done. Look at that, boy, they should have come the other direction. Nice new asphalt there. Yeah, but looking for white sweet corn, but you know, out around here you can find it too, but so we saw that one sign. That's about it so far. But there's some right there. We can go get us a couple ears there, boys. Yeah, this is 188. It runs all the way into Lancaster. And it's another road that it's in good shape. Yeah, Remember that from that one video when they were building it? It's all built now. Yeah, that was last November that's when they were starting that. Hopefully this Hero 10's an upgrade. I know that it'll be better video on my end as far as and the computer and all that goes, but I don't have a whole lot of faith in the quality of uploads at YouTube. I've yet to discover how content creators upload their stuff in 4K. I don't know if that's a premium service or whatever. I mean, I don't want to pay because I don't consistently upload a lot of stuff, and if I did, of course, if I was getting a little bit of ad revenue or something like that, I could afford to do it. I could, finance the premiums with the collateral from the content. But not so far. Nobody subscribes anymore, including myself. I watch these other creators, and if you're a cute girl, they'll give you everything in the world, because a bunch of perverts, they like to watch the cutie girls on the motorcycles doing their trips, and they'll give them a damn Harley to drive all the way to Sturgis. I saw it. A couple of girls, it's like, Harley Davidson here in my town, was loaning these chicks heritages and shit like that, and it's like, you don't see that at all on any of the dudes' channels. Like, the one people that I do see riding different bikes, I can't remember the name of them, but they're from Southern California, but they own a dealership, so, they bring people that work there that, have upgraded their bikes, or, bring out the Pan American because they're trying to sell those and stuff like that. But, yeah. If you're a cute chick, get on a motorcycle and start making YouTube videos. You can, all the perverts out there and the people that run the businesses, they'll give you sponsorships, and they'll give it all to you. So anyhow, that's my story, because that's why I don't subscribe to people. It's like, you get paid just because of this or that, and it's like, I'm not subscribing to you. I subscribe to anybody that subscribes to me, and people that I know or that I like, I'll subscribe to them. But for the most part, there's a lot of people out here on YouTube that are freaking famous, and they ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit for it. It's I understand. It's hard for me to gather. Thanks for kicking gravel up, shit face. That's not every time I go around that turn. That's our gravel there. And that's why, because an asshole don't know how to go around a fucking turn. That's okay, though. It's Sunday, Michael. We're supposed to be nice. Now I'm done being nice. People are fucking stupid. They need to wake the fuck up in this world. Quickly and efficiently. Before they get us all killed. This stuff that the government's doing with this daggone UFO stuff, just cementing the conspiracy theorist in me. Because I haven't been wrong yet, and most of the people out there haven't been wrong yet. That this Project Bluebeam, they're going to try to fake some sort of alien invasion, and all kind of possibilities that could go on, and to get us to panic again. And if you watch some of the, I don't have TikTok, but I basically watch it on YouTube, compilations, and you see people in town and freaking out over spotlights from a Taylor Swift concert, and it's like, if you dumbasses haven't learned a goddamn thing from COVID, you better wake up, pull your fucking heads out of your asses before it's too late. Because you dumb son bitches you're gonna be the first ones that get taken out, because you're gonna run crazy into somebody that's had enough, and it's not gonna end well.